Michelle from Tangy Library, Baby and Me, and I am actually right now in the country, and it is just right after New Year, and it is freezing up here. Shell is wearing a shirt with a snowman on it, but the short sleeves, even inside, I'm going to put a sweater on as soon as I finish filming because it's gotten so cold. And so I thought that it would be a great time for us to talk about some cold weather animals, some animals that live in the Arctic, and maybe a popular snowman we might know about, and make some fun snowman art. So the first thing I'm going to tell you about before we get started with all our other stuff is our art this week is painting a snowman with a marshmallow. And you can see that Shell's is not perfect. It is not exactly round in all the circles, but it doesn't have to be. Mine even has kind of like a funny hairdo up there at the top, right? So what you're going to get is you're going to get a blue piece of paper with a snowman on it and 2 marshmallows, some white paint, your googly eyes, your carrot nose, your coal buttons, and a scarf, and you're going to get to make your own snowman. And as usual, grown-ups, there will be instructions in the bag. And this is at all 6 Tangy Library branches for at least the next week or until they run out, depending upon which comes first. Okay, so because we are doing snowmen today, we are going to do the Chubby Little Snowman. This is our last time doing this song, so hopefully you guys know it so that you're ready to go. Are you ready? Get your Chubby Snowman out there. There was a chubby snowman. He had a carrot nose. Along comes a bunny. And what do you suppose? That hungry little bunny was, can you peek? Looking for some lunch. He snatched that snowman's carrot nose. Nibble, nibble, crunch, crunch, crunch. Very good. I hope you guys had a safe and toasty warm New Year and maybe put off some fireworks with your family or just stayed inside and stayed toasty, toasty, toasty warm. We are going to do a felt board that we did last year called Marco the Polar Bear. Before we do that, I want to talk about what color is a polar bear and a snowman? And snow, what color is that? Because that's our color for this month. And I want to make sure we know this one. What do you think? I mean, all behind him, it's blue and the clouds are kind of pink. But the polar bear, here, I'll even show you our Marco. Let's see. What color do you think he is? Or the letters on Shell's shirt? That's white. Okay, and the sign language for white is you take all of your hands and you have them kind of open in front of you, and then you close them, like, I'm going to do it from the side so you can see, just like that, as you pull it away. White. White. Okay, so just so you can see what my hands are doing from the side, you're going to do it from your chest, but I'm going to do it one more time. White. Like you're pulling a tissue from a box, but like you're pulling it from your chest, okay? And that's white in sign language, okay? And then another one, there really isn't a sign for polar bear. We would have to spell polar, but bear looks like this. So you cross your arms over your chest and you grab your shoulders and you kind of make a roar face, bear. Okay, so Marco the polar bear is a bear and he is white, okay? All right, so let's pull him over. And Shell is going to put him on her lap. And we start with Marco the polar bear. White as snow. And remember, snow goes like this, right? Sat on the ice. That's what this is. And there's water all around him. Where the cold water flowed. Lunch, he said. I need lunch. I'll make a wish. And so he stuck in his paw and he pulled out a fish. What color fish did he pull out? Do you see it? That's a green fish. We're going to put it over here on the ice with him. Let's do it again. You ready? Marco the polar bear, white as snow, sat on the ice near the cold water flow. Lunch, I need lunch, he said. I'll make a wish. So he stuck in his paw and he pulled out a fish. What color fish was it this time? And do you remember the sign language? Red. Just do your little hook right by your mouth, right? Red. So that's a red fish. So Marco's caught 2. Let's see how many more he can catch, because he's a pretty big bear, and polar bears don't eat very often. So it's not like they eat all the time. But it is really sad that there are a lot of polar bears that, because the ice is melting, there's not as many places for them to roam and find food. So Marco we're hoping is going to find a bunch of fish today. Ready? Marco the polar bear, white as snow, sat on the ice near the cold water flow. Lunch, I need lunch, he said. I'll make a wish. So he stuck in his paw and he pulled out hang on, Shell's getting more than one, fish. What color fish is that one? Does anybody know? Purple. All right, let's see if we can find one more fish for Marco's lunch today, okay? Marco the polar bear, white as snow, sat on the ice where the cold water flowed. Lunch, I need lunch, he said. I'll make a wish. And he put in his paw and he pulled out a fish. What color is Marco's last fish? This one's Shell's favorite color, right? We remember that, pink. Okay, so how many fish did Marco get today? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fish. And that's not very many, but if we put them on Marco's tummy, they're pretty good sized fish. That might fill him up for a little while, right? Okay, so let's get to our story today. Our story today, guess who it is? It's Olaf. He is my favorite. He is, the Frozen movies are some of my favorites purely because of Olaf. I love the movie Tangled, but I don't love the movie Tangled for all the reasons of the princess. I love Maximus the horse because he makes me laugh. I also like that she uses a frying pan. And you know, that's just really very funny to me. But Olaf in Frozen 1 and 2 is a favorite character of mine. And this is called Disney's Once Upon a Snowman. And we get to read it with permission of Random House. All right, so let's get started. High upon the snow-covered North Mountain, Elsa, Queen of Arendelle, let her power over snow and ice fly from her fingers. She created a swirling pattern of ice with her magic, and with a gentle wave of her hand, something else appeared. A snowman. Olaf looks a little different though, huh? The snowman stood still, as snowmen tend to do. He had 2 twig arms and 3 coal buttons and a big smile. Elsa walked further up the North Mountain, tossing her cape in the wind. She didn't notice when the cape landed right on the snowman. Uh-oh. The little snowman tumbled blindly down the mountain. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Oof! Ow! What is happening? He cried. I appear to be some sort of snowman. How absurd! The snowman wandered into the forest. Hello? He called. Anybody there? I'm having a bit of crisis of identity. No one answered. The little snowman walked and walked through the quiet, snowy woods until night fell. Now it's getting dark. He was thrilled to finally come upon signs of life. He found Wandering Oaken's trading post and sauna. You remember Oaken? Where he always tries to sell them summer gear in the winter. Yoo-hoo! Sang Oaken, the shopkeeper, as the bell on the door jingled. He paused briefly when he saw that his new customer was a snowman. And then he asked his guest what he needed. When the snowman noticed he didn't have a nose, he asked if Oaken had any carrots. And Oaken told him, well, I just sold the last one, but I'm sure I can find something that will fit the bill, he said. So they tried lots of noses on Olaf, including a flag and a fish that smelled pretty stinky, and even a snow globe. But nothing seemed quite right. The snowman picked up a stereoscope and he looked through it. And a stereoscope is the way that they would look at pictures a long, long time ago, because it made it seem like they were looking in a virtual reality camera or looking at a movie. Okay, so he was looking through a stereoscope and something inside him went pop, bang, zoom. What is this? He asked, mesmerized by the pictures he saw. That would be summer, answered Oaken. The snowman watched, wide-eyed, as Oaken shuffled through the summer scenes. He wanted to know everything about summer and believed it was the perfect place for a snowman just like him. That gave Oaken an idea. My pages stuck together. Oaken found a nice summer sausage for the snowman to wear for a nose, and the snowman thanked him and headed out the door. So he's got a sausage, like a hot dog, on his nose instead of a carrot. I'm off to find my name, he said as he tromped back towards the woods. Ah, what a nose! Processed meat. But uh-oh, it wasn't long before a pack of wolves caught scent of the snowman's sausage nose, and they began to chase him. The snowman's twig arms fell beneath his feet. He sped away as fast as he could, as if they were skis. He raced down the mountain, barely escaping the wolves. In all the chaos, his sausage nose broke. Look at his nose now. Can you see? How silly. The snowman safely landed on the ledge, but he heard a scratching sound. One of the wolves was trying to get to him. The snowman backed up as far as he could against the rocky mountain wall. Unable to reach the snowman's sausage nose, the wolf whimpered and whined, and he looked very sad, very hungry. The snowman said, "You need this even more than I do," and he tossed the sausage to the wolf, who ate quite happily. Then the snowman slipped and fell, but the wolf simply licked his face, showering him with kisses before taking off. "That felt just like a warm hug," he said. And suddenly a memory came to him of two girls, and he recalled something very important. "I'm Olaf," he cried, "and I like warm hugs." Beaming with joy, Olaf continued along the mountain, and he gasped when he spotted some people and a reindeer walking below. He quickly headed down the slope to meet them, and a familiar voice said, Who knew winter could be so beautiful? Olaf picked up his pace, eager to introduce himself. The end. Now that's not quite the story we know if we've watched Frozen 1 and 2 and how Olaf met Elsa and Anna, but it is a different way of learning all about a snowman that we love. And what a silly nose he had. And it wasn't a rabbit that stole it, but a wolf. Oh, but he gave it to him and made a friend, because that's what Olafs do. All right, we're going to say goodbye. Let's get our turtles ready. Put your hands up, thumb out for your head. Cover it with your other hand for the shell. My mommy had a turtle. She named him Tiny Tim. She put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. Can you do your W? He ate up all the soap. And now he's home, sick in bed with the bubble in his throat. Bubble, 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 pop. And that's it, and that's all. I love you. I miss you. Next week, polar bears and underwear. It's going to be so much fun. I bet you cannot wait. Mwah! Bye.